something with a primitive arrow. So turkey feathers, steel trade point, bamboo shaft, and all held together by sinew. And this is just a cork elm bit of wood. Put them together, you get a bow and arrow. Behind me there's a mob of goats, so I've limited myself to about 5 metres, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Just gotta straighten the arrow a bit before we go and stuff. I don't know why the Indians, it took me 2 hours to make the arrow, so I'll get half decent, so I'm not gonna, yeah, I'll only take them one, but take the other bow with me, take the long bow with me. So anyway, let's hope this works. It should work. I think the bow's probably about 35-40 pound. Just going to go for probably a young billy for meat. It's made out of like a circular saw blade, and well, I think as far as traditional bow hunting goes, that's pretty exciting. I've wanted to do that since I was a kid. The bow and arrows we used to make as kids and run around the family farm, and I always thought to myself, were they ever any good? Were they ever, I don't know, powerful enough to kill a goat or a pig? Anyway, so yesterday I thought, well, I'll give it a crack. I used to use Mum's bamboo garden stakes, so I'd plugged a couple of them and went to work building one arrow. It took me about 2 hours to build an arrow. Each time I went to shoot I had to re-straighten it, but finally after a while I made a trade point out of an old circular saw blade. That came up really nice and long, and I went with a single bevel just for that bit added penetration. Got a couple of turkeys at home, so I went and plucked a turkey and got some feathers from him and wrapped the rest up in sinew. So the arrow itself was 100% primitive except for the trade point, the steel trade point, but next time I'll try a stone or a bone broadhead. But the bow is the same bow I've been making as a kid. They're just cork elm, which grows around our family farm. It's actually a pain in the ass tree because it grows everywhere and it's pretty tough. Anyway, this one's pretty. They like to, yeah, they keep their shape pretty well. This one's still a bit green, so I only made the bow yesterday, so it's sort of still hasn't got as much power as it probably will once it dries out. But I think it's around, I don't know, it could be 25-30 pound, could be a little bit more, I don't know, but you got at least half an arrow's penetration in that goat just then. So yeah, it's all pretty much the same, except it's just got one of my fast flight strings on it. I've got to look into trying to make a sinew, yeah, sinew bowstring. That's next. But yeah, no, this is pretty exciting. I've wanted to do this for a long time, and I tried on a couple of goats today, just weren't the right spot. This one here, he was in a mob of 4, he was bedded down, the rest were out feeding only 30-40 metres away. And I had a pretty good pass straight to the back there and he was facing away. The only problem was it's pretty crunchy underfoot, so I couldn't really go too hard. And he pricked his ears up a few times and I thought I might have been in trouble, but eventually got into probably a metre and just sat over the top of him. I couldn't, because he was leaning up against a tree, all his vitals and that were under his spine, which was facing me, so I sort of really had to get in under. I was hoping he might stand and get restless, have a scratch or go to take off to feed. I was going to plug him then, but he looked like he was in no hurry. So yeah, because they can see behind a fair way, I had to make sure his head was in the right spot before I even leant out from behind the tree and had to go. But I had a quick look and I could see both his ears covering his eyes. Then yeah, just picked a soft spot back up behind his ribs, angled down, and there was instant blood straight away, so it's actually knocked out his ticker. So unfortunately I heard an arrow snap, but I suppose you get that. But yeah, no, very happy. Young Billy, I didn't want to go for a really big Billy just for the muscle mass and the bone density and that, just in case. I didn't want to risk it, so I thought a medium-sized Billy would be a good starting point. But yeah, heart shot, he took me out 4 or 5 steps, stood there and fell back where he was laying, so doesn't get much better than that. We'll go and check him out. Pretty cool. I think the video will probably tell most of the story anyway, but yeah, pretty happy. Quite surprised on actually how well this arrow worked. It got so that much penne, and I dare say it's got lodged on his brisket on the way through. It's taking out his heart as well as some lungs, so yeah, you can't really ask more than that. Yeah, but no, it was, yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope I don't get too addicted to something like this because it takes a fair bit of work, but it was definitely good fun. Yeah, the bow, yeah, what more can I say? It all worked, so pretty happy. Yeah. The shot was 1 metre and he was down and within 2 metres, so I think that's one of the shortest recoveries I've had for a long time. Anyway, so